Okay guys, welcome back to another episode. So we're going to go over just a really quick thing you can do with your empty Polaroid cartridges once when they've been used up. One thing is you can always do is keep the cartridge, especially if it's the 600 film cartridge, and you can always use it to test a camera you buy, a vintage camera you buy at your Goodwill or thrift store. Because a good way to test a camera when you first buy it or going to buy it is to have, of course, an empty cartridge. Hopefully the battery stays good, which these batteries seem to stay good for a while. So here's your battery terminals here. And like I said, it's a 600 film pack. So say you bought this camera, you want to see if it's going to be any good. So you'll open the door, just slide your empty film pack in. And once you shut the door, it should automatically try to spit out the dark slide, which is on a new pack of film. So listen. This one does. Another thing you want to test is turn the camera on, which is when you turn on by flicking up the flash, which is the Impulse, Polaroid Impulse autofocus. And look to see the charge, see if it's charging up. This one will be red while it's charging. Once when it turns green, it means your flash is charged and ready to go. Take a test photo. Of course, you're not going to get a photo because you're out of film, but it should still function, and you should be able to still hear the motors and everything work. So we'll take a test photo. And as you can see, we heard the things try to eject a photo. So 99% of the time, if all that works, even though you didn't have film in it, your camera probably does work. Now, the only way to truly test it, to make sure your aperture and everything's working properly in the lens is to actually have a photo taken. But this is a good indication of this camera is in good working order. And Polaroid cameras are built like a tank. I mean, they last and last and last. So as long as all that works, I really wouldn't be scared to buy it. So another thing I would like to go over though real quick about these you can do is the environmental concerns. I know I've heard some people talking, and I kind of have one too, because this is a lot of waste. So after your 8 photos are taken, what can you do? What I try to do with mine is I'll keep 1 or 2 of these just so I can test out vintage cameras until the battery goes completely dead. And then I'll, do this with it, which I like to try to recycle them. Of course, plastic is very recyclable. So what you can do is take this apart. First thing is this little front door here. You can probably see it here. There's 2 little tabs on the side here. You just got to break them off, and they're very easy to break. This plastic is very simple. You also got this little flappy here of black cellophane-like. That's just to protect it while it's in the camera, so sun, no light can get there and expose your film. So all you do is grab right up here and pull. Take your flap here and go behind it, and see, pops right open. So it's like a little door. Now be very careful with this metal. It has got some sharp edges to it, so be careful. All you do is after you get this open is just push it forward. Push down just a tad bit, and then push forward. And see, it all comes out as a unit. So this is all plastic. It can be easily recycled. Metal, which can be recycled easily. And here is your battery pack. You want to be careful. Don't squash this. Don't, pinch it or fold it. But you should be able to recycle this with your batteries. If you have a place that takes batteries or whatever, I just try to keep them in a box till they get full. And I do have a place here local that will take batteries. So that's a good way to recycle your film packs. I did a video already on the different types of film between I-type and 600 film. I kind of touched on this, how to do this, but I wanted to show a video on how you can, take these apart and properly recycle these, because I really do believe we should be as responsible as possible and, do that. So another thing I've seen people do too, especially with the I-type ones, because the I-types don't have batteries in them, is you can use them for storage of your photos if you want to. You can always slide a photo like Take this one for instance, and you can always slide photos into these. Just push down on the metal bar, slide it in, and there you go. If you want to use it as a photo frame, I've seen that before too, is you do it in backwards. Well, that was backwards, sorry. Put it in the proper way. Got a little backwards there. And see, now you've got your photos framed. So you can always do it with it too. You can break this door off, which is easily done. Take the sticker off here. And you can always, I guess, use it as a frame. Or store your photos, you know, until you get a proper album for them, you know. So it's whatever you want to do with the film pack. But like I said, it's just very important, I feel like, to touch on this and to show you how easy it is to separate the parts, and you can easily recycle the individual parts. Which what I like to do is just have a little box about this big, and I throw these in there separated, and then as the boxes get full, I take those and recycle them to my local place. But the batteries are the big one though. I really wish Polaroid would have a program where you can get a box from them, a small box, fill it up with batteries, and then return it to them and let them either recycle them to be reused or however they want to do it. But I really wish they would have a program, because I really hate throwing these away. But so, short little video on how you can easily dispose of your Polaroid film packs after they've been used, and to recycle them and be responsible. So if you guys like this video, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. Also, there's some links in my description I would like for you to use, especially for Polaroid. If you want to buy film, it's always best to buy film directly from them, because you know the film is fresh and been properly stored in the factory until shipment. And if you guys wouldn't mind, if you also like to, please share this across your social media platforms. That helps us build my channel and to get more audience. Until next time, you guys. Thanks. Bye.